So the path to success is not what people think as a straight line. Path to success is very very complicated, like a jalebi, like this path which is going up and down. There are more downs than ups. The startups fail a lot of time, but the only startups who are able to succeed are those who have perseverance, who change their path very successfully, very critically, very fast, and they rise from their failure. They learn from their failures. So the concept is learn and adapt. So we're gonna in this a couple of videos we're gonna learn about certain terminologies and definitions before we go deeper into the lean startup. So we're gonna be learning about entrepreneurs, startups, uncertainty, what is uncertainty, assumptions, what is hypothesis, what is validated learning, what is an experiment, what is a minimum viable product, what is a customer development, what is called pivots, what is an entrepreneur or an entrepreneur. So the entrepreneur is a person who sets up a business or businesses taking on financial risk in the hope of profit. So it is not, there are now different definitions of entrepreneurs. They are sometimes called social entrepreneur, who are not taking on the profits, but they are taking the social risk for solving big problems. So entrepreneur can is normally in the business terms is somebody who is taking the risk, financial risk, business risk, in the hope of the profit. So who is the entrepreneur then? So the entrepreneur is entrepreneurs within an organization. So like for example, GE is a big company, right? So the person whoever is in charge of product development in the GE, it is an entrepreneur. The only difference is they are not taking financial risk and they are getting salaries. So but they are working on behalf of another company, so they are also entrepreneurs, but we call them intrapreneur because they are getting a fixed salary and they are not taking the financial risk. So the entrepreneurs have more freedom, and they take more risk. Entrepreneurs take less risk and they have less freedom too, but both play the leadership roles for their own in their perspective, for the product development, for the services development. Sometimes entrepreneurs are also taking the risk and they are also rewarded as a success of their projects. So the entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs, the only difference is inside and inside outside, and how they are rewarded and how much risk do they really take. Okay, so what is a startup then? As we have already learned, startup is a human institution designed to create a new product and services under extreme uncertainties. That is a definition by Eric Rice, author of The Lean Startup. So its startup is a institution which will be functioning under extreme uncertainty. So extreme uncertainty is the keyword here. So what is an uncertainty now? What kind of uncertainty do we have? So uncertainty can be from the technical risk. Will this product work? Can we build this product? Will there be any demand for this product? Will the people buy it? Will people like to buy it? Will they want it for free or they will pay for it? If they pay, how much they will pay? Can we build? Can we? How much will be the cost of building the product? And this will we be able to scale the product up to the certain conditions? For example, Webvan. Webvan developed the product, developed the services. However, their business model was faulty. They took too much of the fixed expenses. That's why they were not able to sustain. While the business model of the Instacart was asset light, they didn't have a lot of fixed cost. That's why they were able to succeed very fast. They were able to scale it on. So there are uncertainties not only related to the product, that can we build it, will there be demand, is there any need for this product. The customer's demand means the customer, will they buy if we build, will they buy from us or not. And then if even if they want to buy from us, even if there is a demand, can we make money out of it, means the cost will be controllable or not. So these are all the uncertainties which lean startups is here to answer. What are the assumptions? So assumptions are something which starts with I think is right, I think it will rain. It's an assumption, right? So these starts with I believe statements. These are when you are starting a business, you always assume certain things. You assume there will be a demand for the product, you assume customer need the product, you assume your product will be able to solve their problems, you assume you will be able to build a product. So there are many things, many assumptions that you are making, so it clarifies your understanding what you don't know with certainty. So always you start with certain assumptions. You cannot know everything for certain. So there you always assume a lot of things. Some assumptions are more important than the others. So how will you know that some assumptions are more important than the others? Those assumptions which are going to define your business model. For example, how much price you will be able to charge, what will be the adoption ratio of the customers. So these are very very critical ratios. Will the customer need buy this product? The customer need this product. Are you able to build this product? So these are all the assumptions of the purpose. So the action point is we need to isolate critical assumptions. What are our critical assumptions? So that we can assume. Let's understand from an example. When the Airbnb started, we everybody know this was the whole play of the now Airbnb has over $10 billion of valuation. So early assumption was in a city where the space is limited, people will pay a small amount of money for a small amount of space. They don't need a hotel. So this was their very early assumptions, that because the founders, they did really pay a small amount for a very small place where they were not able to have a hotel. So they were able to do that. So will other customers will also be doing. So this was an early assumption. So let's do a small exercise. What list down your assumptions and products for your innovation, and then we prioritize them. So how we prioritize them? Once we lie down, then please make it on a grid like this. So where the we will divide our assumptions based on their impact on their impact. Higher the impact, higher in what kind of time horizon. So let's say the higher impact will come, the time horizon is higher, means we will be able to know with certain only after a very long period of time, and their impact is high, so it will come in this area. If we are able to know in a certain small time period and their impact is high, we will record in this area. So lower impact, lower time horizon, we don't need to worry about. Lower impact, lower time horizon, we also may not. Long horizon, we may need to think about it also, because we need to make them certain, otherwise our whole business model may collapse. Low impact, high impact but low time horizon, also we need to minimize the impact. So we need to understand how will the impact be critical. And the high impact and high time horizon, something we need to really focus on. So this is how we're gonna work on with our assumptions. So we will look the rest of them in the next video.